the right hit is Ukkomon. And specifically promo Ukkomon. Because I fucking hate staring down promo Ukko and raising, seeing a promo Ukko on board, and knowing that they'll gain 2 memory if I don't deal with that fucking Ukkomon.
Who do we hate?
Promo Ukkomon.
We hate that fucker.
I don't hate Ukkomon, but I do dislike I like Ukkomon.
No. And
I dislike promo Ukkomon.
I have to go off crazy here, but big Ukkomon, really?
As if we haven't
tentacle porn here, bro. Are you fucking kidding me, Bandai?
Like, have you seen the high dressy, sir?
Bro, I mean,
you want me to?
The high dress.
You're just unhinged, Mike. Like, bro, you didn't have to go there. Why you have to go there for?
That's another issue. I'm gonna be honest.
We're going to ignore Mike for now. But no, wrong Ukko, sir. Wrong Ukko.
You
think BT16?
Yep. 100%.
I disagree. I think the memory gaining off of promo Ukkomon and the 0 cost of Digivolve, bro. That is so aggravating to play against.
You guys think only one needs to go? I want both gone.
You said only one, you dirty fuck. Don't you?
Did I? No, I mean I want both gone, bro. I want both.
You missed a beautiful rant that I convinced Varney in BT15 of why Ukko needs to stay and why Ukko is not bad for the game, which I convinced Varney at the time that, you know, that Ukko needed to stay. Clearly now that has changed because things has changed for him for whatever reason.
Reverse therapy on this one right now.
Yeah, because of it's because of you, Mike. You know, I was fixing Varney on understanding how card game works, and then you come back, Mike, and you just break him down, and you just like F everything, F it. That's what's happening right now. You know,
I get the people going, bro. It's prerogative.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no,
promo Ukko, I don't think is that problematic. I really think it's more of the new one because that new card is what you've seen in every single deck. Like you mentioned earlier, right? In the yellow vaccine armors, I guarantee it was that Ukko, right? That was
correct. Yes,
correct. So like that's the only thing that you see in every deck. That's like minimum of 2 of it seems like. You see it in Tyrant. You see
here's
it in
the thing. Let me explain
one, obviously.
Digimon Emperor can fuck that Ukkomon, but you can't fuck promo Ukkomon because the moment promo Ukkomon moves out under Digimon Emperor, you gain a memory. So even if you're at 1 memory, you move promo Ukko out, Digimon Emperor loses 2, but that Ukkomon gains you a memory. So you still keep turn with that promo Ukkomon.
I don't think you should fuck either one.
That's what we're talking about. That's your argument. Is the Digimon Emperor the one card that stops things?
Yes. My entire argument about hitting Digimon Emperor, my entire argument about hitting that Ukkomon is because of the memory gaining. Because the memory gaining is so annoying. I can deal with the search. I can especially deal with it costing 1. You're paying 1 to Digivolve on top of one of your precious eggs to get a search later on. Have at it, Chief. Compared to Digivolving for 0, moving up, gaining a memory. So now if I put you to 1, you raise that, you're going to 2. If you have 2 in play, you're going to 3. If you have a Tamer that gains a memory, if your opponent has a Digimon in play, you're going to 4. And I'm speaking about all of this with Numamon in mind. That's annoying. That, yes, my Digimon Emperor means nothing. It's like Patamon, right? If Patamon has a TK in play, what's it called? Any memory setter, I should say. Digimon Emperor means nothing. It basically keeps them at bay. But if they don't have the memory setter in play, they raise a Patamon. They're losing memory. They don't get start of main phase. Ukkomon skirts that. Fuck promo Ukkomon.
Anyway, so that new BT16 Ukko, you talking about complaining about that. Numon goes first, right? You go into that. You basically don't have. You're basically starting to add 1, and you're not doing as much as you would in a normal Ukko, where if you had that Ukko, you're dropping Garymon. You're giving your opponent 3 guaranteed all times, and that's a totally different ball game.
You're giving your opponent
going to 1. Exactly.
After you Digivolve an Ukkomon and raise
you go
that
give
the
them
next
3.
turn, get a new Digi-Egg, have more memory to work. I'm not hearing that.
Can I finish my point? How I let you finish your goddamn point?
You can finish your shitty point. Go ahead.
Your shitty point.
Finish your shitty point. I convinced
you back then how Ukko was fine.
No. You ain't changing my mind. No. Go ahead. Finish your shitty point.
You changed your mind.
Finish your shitty point. Go ahead.
You start with the search for Ukko, right? You go turn 0. You evo to that. You give your opponent only 1 memory, so they can't do as much as they normally would. It was basically if they're at turn 0 themselves, and then you come out raised, you gain a free search and consistency that you don't need, plus the egg. What are we talking about? And then you still pop off and do more stuff. Consistency is what broke the deck even more. There's no consistent searches. Now you have that Ukko that's a consistent searcher for the deck that can grab a Tamer or a Digimon, and it doesn't matter what it is, and you grab any piece you want. And now you're set up to do whatever you want because you can grab anything, literally. What are we talking about? And now I could go that turn. Now I could pop off even more because I got the piece I needed so badly. Before maybe I wouldn't have been able to because I didn't get that search, right? And now I got that search. Let's say I got that piece that I definitely needed, and now I popped the F off because I just got that 1 search off. That's more important to that deck than the memory gain, because you gain memory in other ways with no problem. You know how many decks are running in the mat? That's the starter deck mat. Cool, I'll just trash a card, gain a memory. I'm at 3 regardless, doesn't matter. Gain a memory off of that, continue popping off with Garymon or whatever it is. Like, the memory is not as problematic as you think it is. It's the search and the consistency that's added to it.
I can absolutely guarantee you, in my matches that I've played with Magnamon against Numamon, memory is the problem and consistency is not the issue.
Counterpoint.
I can guarantee it's reverse for me.
Fuck both those cards.
I'm not going to argue that point. You know, that's probably going to be the poll question. Which Ukkomon do you guys despise more? Do you despise them both equally, and why? For me personally,
in BT15 wasn't as dominant with 1 Ukko. It became dominant now with both Ukkos.
Yeah, that's why we should hit both.
You're looking at me sideways when Mirage has more W's than Numamon technically, and has I believe more tops.
Like overall?
Yeah, I believe it has more tops.
That's not fair. That deck's been around for like 10,000 years.
Not only is that not fair, you're also talking about, okay, Ukkomons are one thing. Did we forget about Edamon and Valkyrymon?
Sure.
So let me paint the picture for you, and let me tell you why.
You gain the consistency of it. Let me tell you more consistency of it.
Let me paint a game for y'all. And this is how we're gonna end podcasts because we're at 1 hour 37. let me paint the game for y'all. Numamon, turn 0. Digivolve, promo Ukkomon, drop Garymon, trash card, draw 2. I'm at 3 memory. I hatch, Digivolve a Vmon, maybe I play a Davis, drop myself a Vmon, get a search, and then I Digivolve into a Magnamon. And I've now put my opponent to 3. Well, Varney, you fucked up. You should have memory choked. Oh, sorry, my bad. Okay, let's rewind. Maybe I drop a mental training and I drop a Tamer. Maybe I drop a Digimon and something else. Maybe I put them to 2 memory instead of 3. It doesn't matter because either way, they've raised that promo Ukkomon. They're going to 3 or 4 memory. That Garymon that's on the field can now freely Digivolve into a Monze X, and then whatever else comes afterwards. And then, did I forget? I did forget. The Ukkomon has just
out of the starter deck Magna. You just stop their whole play. If you have Ukko just on board and you stop the Garymon play, that you're now going to a Numa X into a Monzemon. Now they got a hard play again and waste more memory.
Since we're talking about everything in an ideal world here, let's paint the ideal world.
My fault, I forgot. Anytime I play against anybody that runs Magnamon, they have a Magnamon in their hand consistently. My fault, I forgot. My bad. Go ahead.
Garymon, Monzemon, Monze X. You're looking at Ukkomon and raising, Ukkomon on field, or maybe you're looking at another Garymon. I don't know. It doesn't matter what I'm looking at. Let's just say for whatever fuck reason that they drop another Numamon, right? And then they're just like, how do I want to end turn? You know what? I just deleted your Magnamon that's on board. Well, 2, 4, 6. Oh, I didn't delete it? That's fine. I'll Digivolve into Edamon. Neg 3, force that to attack, but it doesn't attack. Okay, or maybe they don't DP neg you with enough of the DP neg, and they just drop the Edamon and whatever, force you to attack. Now you come up and they do a Valk and they clear your board because they're the neg 5. Okay, cool. I can't play anything. I can't digivolve into a Magnamon because all my VMons are less than 5k. So that point's moot and gone. But okay, let's look past that, right? Let's go back to my original point that I was trying to make. You put your opponent to 2 memory. They raise that Ukkomon, they go to 3. That Garymon that they put on the field turn 1 is now able to freely digivolve all the way up. Numa X if they have it, Monze, and then Monze X. They now have another Ukkomon chilling back there and raising with the Ukkomon that's already on board, as well as a Monze or a Monze X staring you down, and probably another body on board from that Monze X. It is now their turn too, and they have 4 bodies on board because they had enough memory to do that. So unless you have the immediate Dexmon to answer with, unless you have the starter deck Magnamon to answer with, what you doing? Oh, I'm just going to raise. I don't have it, so I'm just going to digivolve into BT8 Magna, then I'm going to go into Magna X. Oh, that's all fine and dandy, sir, because you didn't deal with my board. Now I'm just going to start building up again. I'm going to DP neg your shit into oblivion so that next turn when it's unaffected, it dies. Like, there's just, I don't understand where your thought logic is. Probably because you don't play against the Numamon as much, so you don't have it happen to you as much as I have it happen to me. I
play the mirror match quite often.
I find 1 cost to digivolve past turn to me at 1 far better than you going promo and raising and allowing you to gain a memory and hatch an egg with having a Digimon on board. Like, looking at the Agumon, the start of main, that's like saying, like, so you drop or you digivolve that Agumon, the start of main, you gain a memory, and then you drop that Garymon, right? And then next turn, you know, they pull that out, but now they can digivolve that Agumon, but they don't get to hatch. So that shit doesn't feel as bad. This is not like they're building up immediately. Sure, if you put them to 2 memory, they go to 3, but it's not like they can build up something else in the back. It's not like there's something else in the back that you're looking, you're staring at, and you're like, fuck. Like, something else is coming out to smack me up next turn. So as long as I can deal with these 2 bodies here, I'm good. Like, I don't get the argument behind... I may be with Mike here. I may say hit both Ukkomons, but if I hated an Ukkomon more, promo Ukkomon.
So, I think that both of you are right. And if I'm being honest, and both of you are right for different reasons. I do genuinely think both of the cards are an issue. And the issue is that decks that can afford to run both is a bigger problem. Because not every deck can run both. And I'd also like to remember, like, BT15, which I know we're not in that form anymore. Ukkomon was a problem in BT15 when everyone was just slamming 4 of the promo into those decks.
But it wasn't.
People did not like that.
It was literally 2 decks.
People did not like that card back then either, bro.
I know, but it was only 2 decks that made it relevant, which is Red Hybrid Numamon. Everything else were bum-ass decks that had to run it because there was nothing else that could. Magnamon, my fault. Magnamon became relevant like the second half. But like those were the only 3 decks that made Ukko relevant. Ukko was only played in other jank ass decks because that's all they needed, that card to be played. Like that was the only reason needed. Even before, because when we had the conversation about the Ukko back then, it was pre-Magda being like a deck that was popping up like once or twice in the regional, right? And I was like, yo, the only decks that's relevant is Numamon. And like without Ukko, Numamon would still have been a top dog regardless. That was the whole point. And then Red Hybrid was still Red Hybrid without Ukkomon. So that's the same thing. But now because we have the Searcher plus other nonsense, that's a Searcher, it gave it that consistency that it needed. That's way better than that one that memory gain, because you have other ways to gain memory as well.
I know. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with everyone here. I think both are an actual issue when they're combined together. So I don't know if it's a choice restrict to not have both in the same deck. I don't know if it's you limit them both to 1. I'm not sure. I think
a choice restriction would be fine.
I agree. Think it's both are an issue. And so again, I'm not a card designer, bro. So it's hard because again, a lot of decks need to run those cards right now to be relevant in the meta. So I don't know what hitting those makes our meta look like. I also don't know what else they have to hit, if they have to hit a Davison Ken afterwards, if they have to hit Heaven's Judgment, if they have to, you know what I mean? Like they're going to have to do serious thinking if we do get a ban list. And I don't even think we're going to get a ban list till after EX6 personally. Like we might not even know when we're going to get one. We might not even get a ban list till BT17 if I'm being
I'll be honest. I don't even think we're ban list. What's a ban list? Bro, I feel like that's like the farthest thing from Bandai's mind right now.
Like
they hit APOC and they were like, I'm scared to touch anything else.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't.
But I also don't think they need to.
We might not get one,
arguably,
for a while. Like maybe end of BT17, we might get a ban list. I don't know. Like, because this format's so short, I don't think they hit anything. No fucking shot they hit anything this format.